Hey everybody, welcome to this Monday. I am Heather, and we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time, to bring Luminess right to you. So you are able to ask questions. I am going to check my mic. Okay, I think we're working. I started and I was like, I better check my mic just in case, but we are working. So I'm going to move some things around so I can see everybody. We are on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And so I want to make sure I can see everybody's comments and questions because it is a live chat and you can ask your questions and comments and everything as we go along. So, good morning, Veronica. How are you? Good morning, Jackie or Jacqueline. Sorry. Good morning, Good morning, Shoni. Good morning, good morning. So good to see you back. Um, I want to talk. Hey, Danica, how are you, my sweet friend? So good to see you and happy new year to you. I know I see you're doing very well. Um, but so good to see you on here too. Hello, Linda. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Pam. Man, everybody's just popping on. All right, so we are good. So because it is, hey, Zandra, because it is, the new year, um, and we've passed Christmas and all the holidays and all of that. I know a lot of people got a system for the holidays, so I want to uh, talk to you about the beginnings and how to airbrush because honestly, guys, airbrush is the easiest thing to do, but it is different than putting on traditional makeup. And 9 times out of 10, I would say that a lot of people get it home, they open it up, they're excited, but then they put it on like traditional makeup, and it is different. And so I want to go over that with you guys. Um, hey, Sharonda, how are you? So good to see you. Man, we're getting all the long time peeps up in here. So good to see everybody. I'm glad everybody's jumping on and saying happy New Year and all that fun stuff. It is the easiest. So let's go ahead. We always go over the basics. We always go over the beginnings. And then I'm going to go over some things that we can do to help get started and really go. Hey, Melissa. Hey. Man, y'all are, I love all the, I don't want to say old timers, but all our long term peeps. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So let's go over real quick the beginnings. Seems like things moved in here. So this is one of our systems. This is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And of course, now we have the Breeze, which is our cordless chargeable system. And it's pretty amazing. It's great for traveling, but all of them are great for traveling because you see the size of this icon, very tiny. And so all the makeup comes with it. So it comes with the 2 bottles of foundation, Love and Blush. And Love is something you might not use every day, but it's going to give your skin some luminosity. And then Blush is super high pigmented, so you're going to use just a little, just a couple of drops, and that's it. Because if you use more, you're going to look crazy, and we don't want that. And then the 2 bottles of foundation, and we'll go over how to color match that too. Now, we want you to do the following things here. So hold that stylus 4-finger widths away, keep it moving. It's not like this. That's not how it works. The moves are very deliberate. You're moving it around. You're never in one spot twice, but there is overlap. And then the big thing you want to do is practice pulling back on this trigger. It is very light. You do not want to see the makeup come out, and that goes against everything we've done up until this point. And so we'll go to campus, Melissa. Hello, the original peeps, I know. Danica Musette was on here the other day, girl. She pops. Sometimes she's on and we don't know it because she can't talk because she's working too. So if you say hello to Musette, I'm sure she will see you. Hey. All right. So let's Oh, yay, Melissa, graduating in May. Congratulations. It's not a rerun. But that'll be so good, Melissa. I'm so excited, so proud of you. All right, so let's get started. Now, whether you have this one or this one, what I'm telling you to do is the same, okay? So it doesn't matter which one you have. You are going to do the same thing. So some of you may have the moisturizer primer. Now that is something that you can put on. Good to see you. You can put on before the foundation, but it is colorless. So sorry guys, I'm getting hoarse a little bit because I talked all weekend long. But it's something I always say, try it one time with it and then try it one time without. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. If my skin feels very depleted and my face is dry, then yes, I'm going to use it because it does nourish the skin. It is great for a nighttime treatment, meaning you can run it through the airbrush after you clean your face. Oh, you can just put that on and it feels so good, very nourishing. So it's great to put on right before you go to bed too. Linda's favorite is the Breeze. I love it. I have heard it. We did that a long time ago. But yeah, we can do it. I can work on that. We can schedule that. Maybe we'll schedule that. I don't know. I'll see when we can schedule that, Jeannie. So try, if you have the moisturizer primer, try it with, try it without, see what you like. If, like, let's say you're in a hurry, you're not paying attention, maybe you spray too hard, because sometimes that happens where if we're in a hurry, we think, oh, I need to spray it on harder or pull back more on the trigger because I'm in a hurry. That's not how it works, guys. So if you do get a little heavy-handed and the makeup feels a little bit sticky or tacky, or maybe you did too much, you can put a couple of drops of the moisturizer primer and spray it on afterwards, and that kind of settles everything in there. So just another little MacGyver tip for you. So she wants to do a the reverse makeup. You know what? You're so right. Where's my pen? My pen and my stickies. Reverse makeup app. Makeup app. All right, I got it. But that I wrote reverse makeup app, which would be funny if that was an app. If you took a picture of your face with makeup on and then it like erases it. I don't know why we'd want that, but it'd be kind of funny. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to start with the makeup, and then I'll show you things like some of you may have received the Glow, or maybe Eraser X Out, CC Concealer, color correctors are all what I call pre-coverage, okay? Meaning you can use whichever one. You're never going to use all of them, but you can use one of them as pre-coverage, meaning you're going to go to those problem areas and help start the coverage and then move on. So I'm going to start with Glow. Now, I have dark circles, I have darker eyelids, and so I definitely go in and work on that pre-coverage. Mine are not like incredibly bad. Sometimes they're worse than other times, but I'm going to go in with Glow. Now, Glow technically is not pre-coverage, but I'm going to use it as pre-coverage, okay? So I'm going to put about 2 or 3 drops because I want that kind of lit from within look and highlight my eyes where they'll pop. Or is the root and brow thicker than? Yes, it is. It is a little bit thicker. It's not thicker, but it's just the pigment because it is going into the hair. It's a different kind of pigment because it does grab to the hair and it's not just sitting on your face. Does that make sense? All right, so I'm going in with the Glow. I'm going to do, again, I make one thing. Make the movements first, then pull back on the trigger. Again, pulling back super light. Are my YouTube peeps still there? Y'all said hi, and I haven't heard anything else from y'all. You're like, okay, that's all I can do today. Okay, That's one pass. Do I see much of a difference? No, not really, because I'm going to make another pass. But guys, that is how light you are spraying. You know, with traditional makeup, we're used to seeing the opaqueness. We're used to seeing it, you know, immediately. When you wipe foundation on, when you wipe concealer on, you see it instantly. Airbrush makeup, you do not want to see it. Watch how far you're pulling back on the trigger. Are you too close? Are you too far away? A lot of times I hear, well, it's not giving me the coverage that I want. Honey, hands down, airbrush makeup can give you the most amazing coverage. But make sure you're not too far away where it's just like a free-for-all either, okay? So I'm 4 finger widths away. I can feel the air, so I know where that makeup's going. How was everybody's weekend? Awesome questions. Maybe I can get my YouTubers to start talking. I'm going to go down here, and I'm using Glow as some of my pre-coverage. I'm not going to go back and put on X Out or Eraser or the CC concealers. I'm using it as my pre-coverage. What convention did you go to? I was at the largest bridal show in the nation. It's called the Bridal Extravaganza. So that's why I did a lot of talking. So I did 3 drops, kept making passes until basically it ran out. If I needed more, I'll just add a couple more drops, okay? If you're like, Heather, the three drops, are you kidding me? That would run through my foundation. I mean, I would run through that so quickly. Then watch how you're pulling back on that trigger. So there's certain indicators that can happen that are going to tell you like, oh, okay. So 3 drops and I did all those passes. Do I still see some things I need to cover? Yes. I still have things to do. So I know I'm going to get coverage for those things. But because we're not touching our face, we're not wiping off anything. It's just applying the coverage. How airbrush makeup works. Jacqueline's like, it was an exciting football weekend, but it works as pigments. It works as pigments going all over, or like little pixels going all over, little dots going all over. And so all the passes that you're making, if you're, make 2 passes or 4 passes, we're making those passes, and it's building up your coverage. I don't even like to say building up, because to me that indicates like heavy, thick makeup, and that's not what Luminess is about. Even our Rose foundation, which is our medium to full coverage foundation, even when I say it's medium to full coverage, that doesn't mean it's going to give you that heavy makeup cakey look. It just means that you're going to get more coverage, more pigment with it. So you maybe don't need to make as many passes. So I'm going to add some Plum blush, and I am doing my blush first. If you are new to airbrushing, I do suggest that, I just dropped my lid. I do suggest, and I went out of focus. Hold on, guys. Hold on. There we go. All right. So I am going to, I added a couple of drops of the Plum blush. Good morning, Luminess. You have been busy, busy girl. And I think I'm going to add, let's add a drop of the Pearl Luminizer. Now notice, okay, now it's starting. Okay, when I first shook this, there's no BB sound. The luminizers have that shimmer to it, so the pigment is heavier, and so you need to make sure that you shake up luminizers very, very well. How do you clean the breeze inside the booth? So Elaine, you can't clean it inside. I mean, there's no way of like taking it apart. Your needle is a little bit more protected, but we'll go, I don't know why my hair's doing this and it's really bothering me. Okay. But I'll go over, remind me at the end to go over how to clean it, because there are some tricks. I do wear Plum occasionally. I do like it. because I like the pink of it. And then I'm mixing it with the pearl luminizer, which I think will be really pretty because of the iridescence of the pearl with that pink. So I'm turning on, I have it in here, turning that on, back bubbling. And if you don't know how to back bubble, it's turning it on, blocking the air. And you can do this with the stylus too, blocking the air and lightly pulling back on that trigger. It's like screaming at me right now. And mixing that together. Ooh, this is going to be beautiful. I took my one speed. Oh, I love it. Yes. All right. So now going in to the blush, I am going to come in a little bit closer. I think this is going to be really pretty. Going back and forth. Remember, we are doing our blush higher. Oh, girl, look at that. You can even go down on my nose a little bit too. Okay, that I am so digging. So if you're new, our blush is super high pigmented, meaning a little bit is going to go a long way. Only 2 drops. If you use more than 2, you're going to look crazy. I put blush on first because I like a subtle blush. I don't want to be like, boop, 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 boop. And so I do put the blush on first because remember how the drops are going on. It's like little, boop, 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 it's little pixels. And so I can do that first and then put the blush, the foundation over it, and it's going to blend it out. Hello, Elaine, again, is saying hi. Sorry about you, Luminess. And so just do the 2 drops. 2 drops, you should be able to go back and forth like 2 times before you run out. Now, I did, because the tops were a little clogged and I haven't had a chance to unclog them, and I'll go over that real quick because I know that happens. But oh my gosh, look at that. This might be my new favorite blush. I am so digging this. So this was Plum Blush and the Pearl Luminizer, okay? Now, because of the wonderful things you do, I'm now going to clean it out just because, and I'm just running a little bit of Tip Top through it, just a little bit, because I'm going from a blush and a luminizer to my foundation. Now let's go over how to clean it real quick because we're doing that now. The natural blush is great to mix with anything, yes. It is very important when cleaning the Breeze. I'm going to put my drops in here. Okay, you can do water, obviously. Turn it on, and then let me get it clean. Paper towel. So I have my paper towel. I have this, and I'm going to blow that out. See, there's still a little, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there's still a little bit in there. Now, when I get to the very, very end, I don't know if you can even see it. There is a little bit left in there. Back bubble it. Now, it will spew out because you're at the very end. So what I do is I'll put my towel over it and back bubble it this way. Can you hear it? But you do want to back bubble it when it gets to that very, very end. Okay. So, and you can do it with water. You don't have to do it with the Tip Top. You do want to use Tip Top like every second time, every third time. Hey, Mia, how are you? Good to see you. So you do want to back bubble the Breeze. Okay. Cleaning this one, you'll run your water through it. You can back bubble it. You can stick a Q-tip in there and kind of clean that out. And stop whatever you're doing. Listen to this. You can put a Q-tip in the tip of this one, but first you must pull back on your trigger and then do this. Okay. Do not do that without pulling back on the trigger. Same with this. You can clean in here if you need to, but first pull all the way down on the trigger and then lightly kind of, honestly, I don't know if it really would make a difference, but you can just kind of lightly pull that around and then you're done. If you don't, you're going to bend your needle. Okay. So don't do that. And then even with this one, if this one starts sputtering, the one thing I would do is get a coffee mug, fill it halfway with water, just halfway, and stick it just like this. Go bloop, stick it in that water. Make sure the water covers it to about right here and let that soak for an hour or two, or if you're leaving the house till you come back. Then this one, you'll always want to, you can't let this one soak. This needle is protected, so there's not a way to clean this needle. However, you know how I always tell you to buy an extra one of these when they go on sale? Always have one of these for a backup. Always, always, always have one of these for the backup. Not that you'll need it, but if you don't have one of these, then you can't airbrush. And we stand behind our product. So if anything did happen to this, let's say you cleaned it over and over again, it's still sputtering, you can call us, call customer service. The number is in the description there. My favorite way is go on Facebook and direct message them. Sorry, guys. And they might ask you to send yours in so they can replace it. But if that happens, you have your backup. With the Breeze, you can, this top part comes off. See this line right here? This twists off and comes out. You can buy replacements of these. In my makeup kit, I have a top. So that way, when I'm doing somebody's makeup and I'm like, boop, 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 and it gets, if it sputters, I don't have time. I'm doing somebody's makeup for a wedding. I don't have time to clean it and do this. Pop that bad boy off, put another one on, and I'll figure it out. I'll clean it more when I get home. So wait till these go on sale as well. Purchase a new one. Or if you have to send yours back in, you'll have a backup. Okay? Makes sense? Yeah. All right. So now I'm now going into my foundation. Cindy has replacements for both. Oh my gosh, Martin has 5. Yeah, Melissa, I don't even say take it apart anymore because of that fact. I just feel like if you can soak it in the warm water where it covers that, because remember, our makeup is water and mineral based. So the warm water, and I'm not telling you to boil water. I'm not telling you to be steamy hot. I'm just telling you warm water from the tap, let it soak, and it will. Gina, when did you get it, babe? Call customer service if it hasn't been too long, or get a second one. Get a second one, because I have one that, like, you can have one that you travel with or just a backup. Get another one. All right, so I'm going to go in, start with one spot, and I only added about 5 drops. Now, I'm a makeup artist. I like me some full coverage, but I'm also using the Rose foundation, so I am going to get full coverage with this. However, look at my moves. They're very deliberate. Where I'm going, there's a mission. I'm not doing a free-for-all. Elaine, please do not apologize, honey. Please do not apologize. That is exactly what I am here for, okay? If any questions, that's exactly what I'm here for. It doesn't have to be with what I'm talking about right then. That is what you're supposed to do. You were supposed to ask me those questions, so you did good. Gina says, I'm on disability and my arm gives me trouble. Oh, it's been over a year. Reach out to customer service, see if there's something we can do. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm here for. There's not a stupid question. There's not like, oh, she's not talking about that. Why do maybe I shouldn't talk. No, it doesn't matter what we're talking about. It does not matter. You ask me any and all questions. Okay, remember when I said I put 5 drops? right? I was still going, guys. Listen to this. If you're new, 8 drops of the foundation is all you need. Period, dot, dot, end of sentence. 8 drops. Now that will vary depending on what look you're going for. If I'm just evening out my skin tone, putting up my Christmas decorations, or actually putting them away, I took them down, I just haven't put them up. I just want to even out my skin tone. I don't need to look like a glam goddess. I just need to even it out. I might do 4 drops and okay, I'm done. If I'm going to spend a little more time, want a little bit of more coverage, want to look a little more flawless, then I would probably use my 8 drops. However, guys, remember, I used Glow. That started my coverage. My blush even gave me coverage. So just because I say 8 drops, there might be times you don't need all 8 because you already got coverage with other things that you applied. All right. So turning this back on, I added a couple more drops. I'm going to just blend the blush a little bit more. And I do love that blush. Blend it down my neck. And there we go. See, I put 2 drops in and I didn't even need all those drops. So after I'm finished doing my airbrush, when I'm done with all the airbrush, that is when I'm going to clean it. That is when I want to make sure that everything is clean. If you are not cleaning your airbrush, you're messing yourself up because of the fact that if it gets clogged, it's not going to work, okay? So make sure that you are cleaning it after every single use. Not after every product, but after every single use. So hopefully that will help the people that are starting out. I'm going to apply some real quick eyes and finish on up here. Now I'm going to go in, I'm using our Nude and Naughty palette, which is my fave because it has so many eyeshadows, 36 eyeshadows to choose from. What am I going with this little gray and a taupey taupe? And I'm just going to apply that to my lid, just blending, blending, blending. I'm never picking up my brush. All I'm doing is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and blending it out very lightly, pressing on my lid. I don't have to do it super hard. Why? Because all of our product has amazing pigment. You don't have to scrape the bottom of the barrel to get the pigment on. Remember when you would have to reapply and reapply and reapply and reapply to get it to even look like the color that was in the package. With ours, you don't have to do that. Inside corner of eyes. Mia, are you having trouble putting airbrush or eyeshadow? We got a question on the YouTubers. So I'm just blending, blending, blending. She said she's having trouble on the inside corners of her eyes. So I'm asking her if she's talking about eyeshadow, like traditional eyeshadow, or airbrush. And then once we find out, I'll answer. And then I'm going to take I'm do an angled brush here. And with the taupey color, I'm going to tap it underneath for my eyeliner. I love, love, love using eyeshadows for eyeliner. Mia, did you hear my question, babe? I know there's a delay, so I don't know how long the delay is on YouTube. But notice I'm just boop, 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 boop. Now, I do like it a little thicker underneath. So normally I use a flat eyeshadow brush and use the tip of that. But if you like a thinner one, you can definitely use an angled brush. and do that line. I like it kind of smudged. I don't like black underneath. If I use underneath, I use either with the airbrush. Okay. I'll use like a dark brown, almost a black, but a dark brown, and I'll smudge that, make it a little thicker. Okay, so she's having trouble with the airbrush in the inside corners. So if you're talking here, like when you airbrush it underneath, when you're first starting out, you may have trouble there. So get a blender brush or a blender, and when you spray it, you can, as soon as you spray it, go back and you can do this, and you can boop, 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 kind of tap that out. What you want to do when spraying underneath the eyes is you will look up every time you're airbrushing. Your stylus, your airbrush is pointing directly at you. It's not pointing to the side, but pointing directly at you. So same thing goes underneath the eyes. However, I look up and then I'll come in possibly a little bit closer and I'll angle the airbrush down just a little, start your movement, and then pull back on the trigger. As soon as you feel the coolness of the makeup, move. Bam, 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 bam. Other side, bam, 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 bam. I'll go back, bam, bam. So make sure, because you want to look up because it's going to stretch that how you need it stretched. But the big thing is, as soon as you feel that makeup or hear the makeup being released, start your movement. That way, you're not going to have that buildup. And so just keep building up. But at first, and there are times if I'm not paying attention, it will get crepey underneath, and I'll have to take a blender and just, what's the word? What's my word? Tap it out. Tap it out. All right. So let's add, I don't know, let's do something different. What lips is this? I don't know. Let's see. I need to do a dark lip one. Tap it out. Tap it out. I don't know. We'll use this one. This one is Black Rose, and it's kind of it's really pretty. Yeah. Rubbing that in. Grabbing my mascara. And then we know that my lashes, I had somebody put, I don't know if I've ever had somebody put lashes on me, but she put lashes on me this weekend, and she was like, your lashes are so curly. So we didn't have to curl them, but sometimes I'll curl the insides. But you definitely want to curl the lash before putting the mascara on or before putting fake lashes on. You'll definitely want to, we definitely want to do that. Okay. So then I can go in. And put my mascara on. And look at what a difference mascara makes. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. So there you go. There you go. And I am ready to go for the day. So easy to airbrush. But guys, if you know anybody who is new to airbrushing, make sure to share this video. Know that it is going to, Jeannie, I don't know how much our mascara is. I'll have to look. Know that it is different than putting on traditional makeup. Not only the application, but how you put it on as far as like what you're wanting to feel. You do not want to feel wet, sticky, cakey. If it is feeling like that, then you're not doing it right. Okay? Well, there you go. Thank you, Martin. But no, also like every time you use it, you're going to do better and better and better each and every time. So don't think like, oh, it's still sticky, I can't do it. No, just know that you're going to get there. Practice with water. Practice when you're new, when I'm being dead serious, look in the mirror and watch yourself and keep it that 4-finger whisk away. Just using the air. Then every so often check, bam, Bam. Bam. Check that because that will make a huge, huge difference. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Y'all were awesome. And remember, we are here Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.